SCR 1.8, quite frankly, is the most hyped up SCR update ever. With a total wait of 400 days, there have been a total of 16 sneak peeks. So, without further ado, let's rate every single 1.8 sneak peek so far. The first sneak peek for 1.8 was released on August 22nd, 2021, more than a month since the last sneak peek, and quite frankly, it was worth the wait. The sneak peek shows a Class 331 at an unfamiliar station, rumoured to be called something West, and from what we've seen, it could be new. Whether it is, however, is uncertain. The main two claims are near West Wyvern or Hendon Park. Personally, I think it's near West Wyvern, as the train is destined for Klin, and the vote from January hints towards a Connect extension on the Klin branch. Overall, I'd say this is a solid 8 out of 10. Another 6 days later, another sneak peek was dropped, this one being a revamp. The station is speculated to be Rocket Parade because of the Bantech HQ, and quite frankly, there's more to it than what you'll see at first. If you look on the right platform, you'll see an unusually dark blue coloured sign. Could this be Waterline to Leighton? Probably not, but who knows. My opinion on this sneak peek is that it is quite bland in some parts and could use some flower pots or benches. Overall, I'd rate this a 6 out of 10. September's first sneak peek shows another revamp, this time being clearly Wester Coast. And overall, there isn't really much speculation to be had for this station. Overall, I'd see it as quite rushed and unnecessary, as the current Wester Coast is perfectly fine. I'd rate this a 4 out of 10. Woodhead Lane. Sure, I'm going to get a lot of Charlie Christ comments, but let's just put this aside for 1 second. There's more to this station than the memes. I'm not the biggest fan of Woodhead Lane myself, even with this new revamp. The new overhead electrification and level crossing signs look amazing and could be the start of more modern equipment on the network. This is a focus on the sneak peek, and it's quite good. So overall, it gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Another revamp it is, this time clearly being Stepford East getting a new revamp. This time, there isn't exactly that much from it apart from the new ticket barriers. Could this mean a ticket system for SCR? Who knows? Overall, I'm quite happy with the sneak peek and its upgrades, so we'll get another 7 out of 10 from me. Ellesmere Junction gets a new revamp in this sneak peek, and well, it's pretty meh. The more modern design looks great, and far better than the current hellhole the station is, but it just seems bland. On the contrary, new AWS ramps, but the sneak peek is a bit underwhelming, so it just gets a 5 out of 10 from me. Leighton City is the next station to get a revamp in 1.8, clear by the signs, and it looks quite nice, despite being based off of Croydon. The new Leighton City has rating rooms and is no longer underground. Say farewell to my 10th favourite SCR station. Overall, this new station is very nice, however not as good as the current Leighton Road, Leighton City. But yeah, it gets a solid 8 out of 10 from me. Hey up, the Class 730 gets a revamp. Quite unnecessary, but I like it. The train looks very nice, and it's a great addition to the current network. So, a solid 7 out of 10 for me. Hey, Port Benton gets upgraded too, with a nice Waterline variant of the Class 730, which was also upgraded on Waterline. I like the plants, and the station has a nice port feeling. This is a cool station upgrade, so I'd say it's a 7 out of 10. Wonder Mall? What? In all seriousness though, thank you for upgrading the terrible station known as Cambridge Street Parkway. Now the station will have an actual purpose, which is nice to know. despite the terrible Wonderwall sign out at the front of it. Can you sort out how the text is very basic? It's like the basic Roblox GUI surface GUI thing, but yeah. The station gives off bus station vibes, which is also quite odd, but since it's near a shopping centre, it's kind of understandable that it has that feeling. But yeah, it's a solid 6 out of 10 for me, which is a massive improvement from the current version of the station. Whitefield Lido has a Lido now, and the station looks genuinely amazing. The whole thing just makes me so happy. This also has a cool revamp of the Class 720, which I can't wait to see in the new update. This sneak peek is a solid 9 out of 10 from me. Two sneak peeks in one weekend is cool, and so is this new upgrade for what looks like Leighton Stepford Road. The overall station looks quite nice, apart from this bland wall. However, I'm rating it another 7 out of 10. Millcastle Racecourse gets an upgrade, and there's nothing much to say. Looks a bit better, but nothing special. 2 out of 10. Train washers! Whitefield itself seems to have an upgrade, and I mean, I think it's Whitefield. Could be Willowfield though. Not sure why they'd upgrade it anyway. The new overhead wires return, and it looks a lot more populated. An 8 out of 10 from me. Financial Quarter seems nicer now, and is a great facelift indeed. The new 720 has been showcased a lot, which is quite weird. I mean, there's other trains that need attention, not just the 720. I like Financial Quarter a lot more now, so this sneak peek gets a 7 out of 10 from me. I've been giving away a lot of 7 out of 10s, haven't I? Oh well. Oyster cards on Stepford Connect. Boring sneak peek, to be honest, and more should have been showcased. If it was just going to be the sneak peek, I feel like a train upgrade would have been nice. Can't wish for everything though, but it's a 3 out of 10 purely because there was an Oyster card reader, and that's not saying that the Oyster card reader was a bad addition. I'm just saying that there was only one influential thing to the game in it, which, yeah. Anyway, that's every single SCR sneak peek so far for 1.8. Make sure to subscribe or I will literally cry, like in real life. Anyway, I'm Vex, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, I guess.